Hi, everyone. Richard Carlton. Welcome to another awesome day of FileMaker training. All right, so Nick, are you ready to go? And what the hell are we doing today?
So part two of the filter. So last week we saw the one technique, when you put one, you have all, or if you put something else, you can put, if you put CA, you have this, and if you put CA and FL, you get this. Okay, so, and if you clear this, you get one. Okay, so we we saw that. So if you didn't see the video, you can see the video we did last week. I'm not going to repeat that because we did that last time. But now what I want to do, I want to show you how we do some controls. Because I see many times people are struggling. They're doing that well. So some people understood well the one technique. They do that well, but they're struggling with the controls, especially when we have controls like um, you know are unpredictable controls, right? So for example, I want to have a menu to select which state I want to filter. So I want a value list with the state, and I want to be able to use, this as a control. So we create a global field, right? And will be the filter, right? So that will be the state filter. So look well the name, because the name is very important. So I have the filter, and I put that a global. So why we do this? So I got the question today, why we do globals is because we want this field to be unique, to be record independent, right? One day I will do a webinar on the global. Do we want that? Can we do like a quick poll? People would be happy to see what the global field is. I never did that.
I don't think you've ever done one on that note, like a
No,
really
no,
big
no, no,
big
no.
breakdown for it. So I'm sure they would be. At the very least, we have days we need to fill, so I'm down for that. I think it'd be a good conversation.
So yeah, that would be a big. I can write the description. So I will send to you that. I will do that next because it's interesting because the global are so wide due to the fact that the global field changed behavior across the years. Within the FileMaker platform, they always existed since FileMaker 1. Global field were there. Okay, so but with the time, they change they change nature, they change behavior, and they have new behavior, right? So that would be nice to have like a 2 days, like that's a 2 days webinar, by the way, the global, I think so. I will evaluate, but that would be interesting. So it's a global field, okay? And I'm going to use that as a filter, okay? How you do a filter? How you do that? I want to do that as a control, as a filter control. So I'm putting the field here,
Hmm.
right? I'm putting the field here so I can make it smaller. And this is states. And here I want to create a value list. I want to take all the states that I have in the contact table that I have here, right? So I have a contact table here, right? And I want all the state available in that contact table, right? So I'm going to the value list here, and I'm going to create a state, which I still have. I already have. So I have the state value list. So I'm going to let me put that on the side because it bothers me on the zoom control in the middle. So I'm going to put that as a pop-up menu, and I'm going to use states. So now I have a nice fields, CA, DC, FL, right? Okay, so, and I want this field, correct? I want this field to control this, correct? That's what I want. I want when I do this, right? I want this field. So how we do that? I have a global field here, and this is the field that I use in the relationship, right? In the relationship, I use this field to filter the states, right? So this field here is the field I use, right, to filter it. Okay. So this, if I go here and I go to the auto entry calculation, I said if isn't itself, right? That was for the demo. That was for the demo because I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want self. I'm going to point this to this field here. And I said, if the filter is empty, then I put 1. Otherwise, I want the filter. If the filter empty, I want 1. Otherwise, I want the filter. So what will happen if I do this, right? I do this, FL, DC, CA, right? And if I blank this, I have all. Here, you understand the problem, right? I can't have a all option here. I cannot have this all function, all stuff, right? I cannot say show all. I can't. Why? Because this is dynamic list. For example, if I go to the contact here, right, and I put like so let's take this, and I put a new contact. I create a new contact here. Yeah, I know. I'm watching Star Trek so right now. And it's from Alaska. Okay. And what the Alaska AL? It's AL. Right?
I think it is
No,
AL.
AL is Alabama.
Oh, that's a great.
AS.
Is it AS?
Can you check for me?
I'm looking that up because I know that AK is Arkansas, I'm pretty sure. How to shorten Alaska? I don't know that off the top of my head. Alaska is actually AK. Okay.
AK, okay.
Arkansas is AR. Okay, that's why I was getting.
Okay, yeah. There's a lot of A stuff in the US. So AK, okay, it's from Alaska. So now I put AK here. So now in my list, I have AK available. So I cannot add an all function here, right? I can't. Don't try to make it. It won't work, or it will be nasty and complicated. Don't try to do something that won't work well, right? If it doesn't work well, if it doesn't feel natural, don't do it. You know what I mean? So the all here, I cannot do the all because it's a dynamic value list, right? So I cannot do the all. So what I typically do, right? So I say CA, and I want to blank this, right? I want to blank this. So what do? I do a button with this, right? I put it here. I want to do the same. Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. Anyway, I typically don't do this. I do this. I do something that looks natural, right? So I don't want this, and I don't want this. And I put this here, this here, this here. I put everywhere. So I have this nice button here, transparent, right? And I say set fields, right? This, the filter with nothing, right? So I have this DC and I clear. AK, I clear. CA, I clear. Clearing that field, that would put a 1 here, and then I get all. And this is blank, you know? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, that makes perfect. That's actually a really smooth way to do that.
Yeah, it's very simple, right? And it works well. It's feel natural because we have this, FileMaker do the same thing. If I go there and I want to blank it, there's this icon. So this is a blank icon. See, it's the same icon, it's the same. Boom, right? So it's everywhere in FileMaker. If I go workspace, I have the same thing, blank, right? So why we don't do the same as FileMaker does, as everybody does, right? I blank. I do this and blank. Correct?
No,
right?
absolutely.
And you can do a smart thing if you want. You can say, okay, I don't want this to be shown, right? If it's empty, the field I'm using for the filter don't show it.
Oh, so that gives it the
Boom.
exact same functionality as the.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's doing
that's
exactly the same thing as this. And if you want to look exactly like this, okay, if you want, you can do something like this, right? So you do I have a minimal pop-up? Yeah, I have a minimal pop-up. So you have a minimal pop-up, you include this here. Oh, you don't need. You have the minimal pop-up, right? And you can do a rectangle like this without border. Oh, I can keep that, and you do like something like this. You put this in the back, right? And you have your nice filter. And you can even do this. No, this, you have the nice filter here, right? That's it. Boom. So we can arrange this and say, I want this here, this here, this here. Boom. Right? So we can arrange this a little bit because it looked nasty. Right? Boom. Boom. Clear. Boom. Clear. Correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So don't try to do something. So that's why this technique with the one is very cool, because you don't use this as the field for the relationship. Don't try, for the relationship, you have this field. This field says, this is a field I'm using. That's why I call it link. Okay. This field says, if it's empty, the filter, put a one there. Otherwise, put whatever in the filter, right? So do we have any question so far?
I only see one about having multiple in the filter. So
yeah. So I
figured you were heading.
I was getting there. Okay. So you want multiple filters. You want multiple filters. So you want, let's say you want to be able to select multiple here. Okay. So the best way to do, so you can do this, duplicate this, and instead to be a pop-up menu, it's a checkbox, right? So now you can say CAFL AK, correct? Right?
Yep, that makes sense.
So why it works? And that's why this technique is cool, because I didn't change anything from the last week stuff. And it works, it accommodates everything you want. It can be simple, single, right? Like this. It can be multiple, like this. Okay. It can be whatever you want. So why? Is because this field now, the global field here, if I look this global field, when you select option from a checkbox, it do a value, one value, two values. So I'm copying this here, and then the technique with the relationship do the work, right? It does the work. And that works well on the portal, but also on font set demonstration. I have the filter here, right? So see here, I don't have the one here but installed, but it's okay. I have the filter here, and I can say I want a checkbox, right, with the states, right? It works. So I do this, and this, and so you have a filter on the font set. This is the filter on the font set. This is the filter on polls, but it's the same thing because I'm using relationships. So I'm using a relationship to do this, and I'm using a relationship to do this as well. Let's do something now. We want, for example, we want to have multiple filters. Not only one, I want multiple. Okay. So I want to be able to filter multiple. So for example, let's say any type of filters. So let's add like put age here, right? What can I put here? I don't know, a job. Okay, I'm putting a job field. Okay, and let's add the job field here, right? And let's say, okay, so engineer. So we have a bunch of engineer. Nick is an engineer. Rick is an engineer. Here we have a captain. Here we have our is
First mate.
No, Will Riker is a commander.
Oh, yep, there we go.
And let's say we have another commander with Anakin Skywalker, and we can put another commander here, and we have another captain here, just to have some example. Okay, so I have this engineer, captain, commander, and that's it. So I have jobs. Okay. So and now I want to combine multiple what's the name? Multiple filters here. I want to have multiple filters, not only state, but I want also the job. Okay. So how you do that? Correct. So first we need a job value list, right? Which is easy. New. This is a job. What I have today. Okay. And I go contact, and I want the job. So now I have a value list with all the jobs. Okay. Now I want to create I will have two filters, right? So I want to have another filter, which is a job filter, also global. So I have two filters now. And here I need two relationship keys, right, for my relationship. So I need another one, another filter, right? And that will say if the job filter is empty, I want the job. Otherwise, I want one. If it's empty, I want this. Otherwise, I want the job filter, right? This is job filter. So I have two fields, two controls, okay? Two fields, right? But now, right, in the contact table, I cannot use the job here. I need this type of fields where I will have the job and the one, right? I repeat the same thing. So I duplicate this, and I say job and job, right? So now I have all my fields. I have the state filter, the job filter for the link, for the relationship. I have the job, the state and job commands, the field where I'm going to ask what I want. And I have on the other side the field I need for the relationship. And here in the relationship here, I say, okay, I want the account, I want the state filter, and I want the job filter, right? I'm adding, right?
Yep, that makes sense. So.
Okay. So now my relationship is broken. Why?
You haven't selected any
Because
jobs, right?
because here I need to have this. I have two fields now, right? So let's blank this for now. So let's call filters. Make it bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a bit more bigger. Okay. And now I want the job also. So I have this field, the state, I don't need to be that big. And here, that's the job. Here I said states, and here I said job. So see, I have two filters. So I'm using the state, the placeholder to see what it is. Okay. Right. So let's blank everything. Right. So why do yeah, I need to activate. Yeah, I need to activate this link. The link here. I need to activate this. So I need to replace this by itself. Yeah, because I need to have this happening, which will happen if I create a new one, right? If I have a new one and I put our, our Jordi. Yeah, no, it's a lieutenant commander, but it's okay for my demo. And I don't know from where it's from. I don't know. And let's put him in Alaska as well. No, in California. Yeah.
Yep.
So it comes automatically because now I have the field created. And it's there. Okay. So now I have this with one and this with one. So I show all. Here, I need to make sure I have the jobs. Okay. What happened if I said, let's put the job field here. What happened if I say I want captain? Correct? Commander, engineer. It works, right? And if I want all, I just clear this, I have all because this come one. What happens if I say I want California and engineer? I have both, right? So now I have a combination of filters, correct? I have a combination of filters. So how that works and why it works so well, So now I need to blank those two. So now, okay. So do we have any questions so far?
Not at the moment.
Okay. How relationship works? Because this is actually I need to do the relationship or advanced relationship. I did one, but I need to do it again.
It's been a while. Yeah.
How relationship works? It works like this. It's this field here needs to match a field here. And that's why they add this and this match this match this. And this must match this. It's and. This and this and this must match. The three of them. Okay? The three of them. They must match. So far, so good. We understand that, right?
Yes. I assume if one of them doesn't match, then nothing is going to show up.
Exactly. So that means if I have one empty, right? If I empty this, boom, right? Or if I put YY here, doesn't matter. Okay. I mean, we really need to have something matching. One of the two, actually, it's one of the three. I have this one, and this one. Pretty much what the relationship is doing. Is doing the equivalent of this. Command, search for this, right? state CA, and job engineer. Right?
That's a good example. It's basically a find.
It's pretty much what it's doing. Okay. It needs to be like this. I have the same results. So it's the same as doing what I just did, right? The accounts, ID, the state, and, see? So the both fields needs to match. But here, what happened if I say this? But this, now you're going to have, like I said, the ravioli. So why the ravioli is going to be checking? The ravioli is your brain. That's how we know. Because now you will understand why perform find for filter is a very, very bad technique. Very bad technique. Let's say I have a checkbox here on jobs. And here I have a checkbox on states. Right? And let's say I want CA and AK, and I want commander and engineer, correct?
Yep, that makes sense.
So it did the job, but it could have selected another CA. I have many CAs here, right?
Mhm.
I have this one. This one is there. I have the. Let's put this guy in CA. Let's put this guy in. Yeah. Okay. So now I have a CA here. It's a commander, but let's put this CA. Put somebody else. Lieutenants. Maybe I'm the only guy in the US knowing how to spell that name.
That?
Yeah,
I struggled with that as a child.
you know why? Because it's a French word.
French title, yeah.
Yeah, it's a French word. Lieutenant. Lieutenant. It's a French word. So it's the pretty much it's the placeholder.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant. Placeholder.
Oh, that's what it literally translates to?
That's what that is translated to. So that's why I know how to spell this. Okay, but it's not there.
Oh.
It's not there, but it's in CA. I ask CA. Oh, yeah. But you say, yeah, you want CA. Yeah, that's true. But you also ask for engineer and commanders. So it cannot. So both are combined. Why? Because the relationship says this much match must also this much match.
Got it. So how?
And I don't have, and the so the I have CA here, but I ask for engineer and commanders. So this CA here is ignored. Even though this would have catch it. This catch all of those. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This catch all the CAs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So pretty much what happened is this. I said, this is what's happening. I'm looking for this guy, state CA, right? So he's doing this. And then he say, yeah, but you asked for engineer and commanders. So this guy, gone. Right?
That makes sense.
If I said this, so I have three. Marge, Rick, and Jordy. Right? Mm-hmm. But here, I ask also for Alaska. And there's only one for that account. There's only one guy in Alaska that is commander.
Mm-hmm.
So what the relationship is doing this. Perform find. I want this guy. I want CA, and I want engineers. New request. I want this guy, I want CA, and I want commanders. I should have the new request. I want this guy, I want AK, and I want engineers. New request. I want this guy. I want AK, and I want commanders. This is what it's doing. It's doing all this freaking bleeping complicated search with all those requests. The relationship is doing exactly the same. It's doing all of this. So now you understand, if you want to do a filters, and you want to use perform find, how you do that? Tell me, how you go there and how you can manage this with this. And to be unpredictable. I mean, I don't want to hard code it like it is here. No, I want to do whatever I want, I want to remove this, I want captain, and I want DC, boom. How you do that with a perform find? I'm asking the question on the audience. How you do this on a perform find? We're using perform find. I want to answer. Quick. A bunch of loops, a bunch of BS, right? New requests. You know what I mean? I saw that, a loop with a new requests, right? New request, perform find, so the script looked like something like this, enter find mode, which is, I never used that for maybe 15 years. Enter find mode, new request, set fields, and another set fields, and another set fields, with a bunch of set fields, and here you have a loop, right? And then you have something like this, because you need to have a set field within the loop, and then you have another loop, to do the request. So you have something like this, correct? That's what you have. And then at the end, you say, okay, perform find, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have this. That's the script. And it will never work. It will never work. Never, ever, ever work. And it's super complicated. I did that with relationships, right? It's very easy, right? So you can combine multiple filter together, right? Because the relationship is doing that for me. So now we have, I want to show you, I want to explain you something here, okay, if I may. When you add multiple predicate, this is a predicate. This is predicate. It's doing this and this and this must match. So this field, this must match this field, and this field must match this field, and this field must match this field to get something. It's an and. But when it comes of multi-value relationship, this is a multi-predicate relationship. And now we have a multi-value. And this inside a field used for a predicate, it's a or. It's this or this or this. It's not an and.
Oh, is that how you fix the lieutenant problem?
What do you mean?
Oh, the fact that if there's a California lieutenant, you won't see them.
Yeah, because this is this or this or this, and then I have this or this, but both combined, everything found by this and everything found by this must be in common. That's why lieutenant is out. Lieutenant is and in English you call that lieutenant, by the way. I don't know why. Don't ask me. It's lieutenant. Okay, so it's it's both of them combined. They must match. This is the or. This one or this one or this. That means I can put whatever I want. YY, TT, ZZ. I can. It's not breaking because it's or. So FileMaker do this one or this one or this one or this one or. But just what you need to have one matching, right? If I put here ZZ and TT, nothing match because both together doesn't work. I have commanders, I have captains, but I don't have ZZ, I don't have TT. I don't. So it won't work because both of them combined must match. Both fields must match. Not only one, this one and this one must match. But within a field, this is the or, it's not the and. I know it's, did you get it in the audience?
Feedback, people, questions. I have a more complicated question for you. Canberra says yes, they're getting it. David says yes, they're getting it. It makes good sense to me at the moment. I do think that you should definitely do like a deep dive into more complicated relationships.
Yeah, because really, okay, I tell you something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I never ever use perform find more than looking for an ID, or it's very simple. I don't use this perform find stuff, I don't, because I use for what it's for. Use like, oh, I want a specific record, I want like a state, or I want something simple. When it's simple, you can use this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but here it's very complicated because it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable. I can't predict this. I can predict what the guy is going to select, right?
Yes, there's no way
I can't.
you have to like make all the permutations. That's a lot of permutations.
And you guess what? Script debugger. Do you see a script here?
No, there's no script.
Okay, so why you want to perform? And the perform find won't work for portals. You understand? Perform find will work here on the records,
Mm-hmm.
but not on portals. You understand? And this works fine on record as well. I mean, no problem.
That's interesting. I didn't realize it wouldn't work on portals. I've never tried to.
I know the perform find don't work on portals. They don't, right? And of course, that's why I need to do a relationship webinar, because I don't use this. Never ever use this. I mean, yes, there's ways. Okay, no, there's ways to use this, right? But not for this, not for a filter. No, no way. You cannot use that for filters. You know why? Because you know this very nice like we have in BC8, March.
Yes.
When you want to get your stuff and you need to wait like 15 minutes to get the records, because it's doing that search. Okay, so that's what you get when you use filters. When you use poor filter, and I'm going to explain all of this. So it will be. I think I will do like a relationship / poor.
That'll be.
That will be a long stuff. That will be a month worth. We do that when I will start the 3 days.
I have to say that'll be good for the 3-day series, and then
because otherwise it will take one day a week. It will take a year to explain that. So yeah, so the relationship is doing that for you, and you can do extreme filters with this. I can show you an example, or while we do that, I can show you.
Yeah.
I pause my screen to open a file and show you an extreme filters.
Yes. I have a complicated question. Are you good for it
Yeah.
while you're
Yeah, maybe you can
Wait.
paste no, paste it on the
Oh, yes.
just came into the video now, but I understand the one technique. I just want to ask Nick, what is a quicker perform find through Tosor
I think they mean
executes
PSOS.
data API on both? Yeah, okay, we need whoever asked this need to rephrase it.
YF, can you rephrase the question, please?
Yeah, please. Why I'm going there and I'm going to show you a filter.
Yes, no. You're good. The finished file. Yes, I will ask Nick for the finished file when stream is over today.
Yes, of course. You know, it's ready. It's there.
Yes,
So,
we're looking at it. So, otherwise, yeah, I'm letting
so
Nick.
do we have any? Do we have any? While is loading this? Do you have any other questions?
People saying good examples and explanations. Code to Go suggests that it's pronounced lieutenant because a placeholder gets left behind, which is funny. David Angel says, yes, all states and jobs listed must match. You need 3 fields per filter at the parent, global, link, and at the child. The field GTR that contains field and 1.
Yes, because the one is when you and I'm going to show you something when I'm done with this. So now I need to look for the relationship. So this is what I call extreme filters.
Oh my goodness. How many iterations is that?
Oh, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21.
And this doesn't drag the relationship graph into like slowness?
No, because I have one relationship.
That's true.
It's one relationship. So it's this filter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you want the county.
It's this.
Yeah, you can do this. It's something I never provide, and I want to provide to you, right? So you can select whatever you want, you know, and the beauty of this filter, since I'm using relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here I said apply. It said here, this is blue, but if I said this with this,
it tells you.
Nothing found. So you don't need to launch because I'm using relationships. So I know there's nothing there. So
that's
with
cool.
With what you ask here, there's nothing there. So you can change this, you know. So then after that, if I do this, nothing found. So there no need to launch it to say nothing found. No, you know beforehand that nothing there.
That's really cool.
Right. So now I want to show you something here. So I'm going. Okay, I promise you.
Yes.
I promise that when we will do this relationship webinar, you will have not as complex. It's not necessary. I will do the same with 5, 6, right, instead of 20.
That'll be good.
Okay. So because here, what we can do, we can also do doesn't have or have. Doesn't have or have. I want the one that have something, that have an offer, or some that doesn't have an offer, right? So you can reverse what the filter is going to do, right? And now I have this. What I want to do, I want to show you something. Yeah, I want to. So now I want to clear both, right? Yes. So to clear both, right? I need a script for that because I need 2 set fields, right? So I'm going to convert this as a script, right? And I'm doing this and I'm doing this, right? So now I have a script. So now I can now I need to change this. So
it doesn't hide.
I'm going to the next webinar will be about this, by the way. Okay, but I can show you how we do this. Okay, So how we do this? How I can combine this? Am I doing this something like, is empty and, no, I'm not doing this. This is,
that's what. Okay, so how should we do it?
okay. Value counts, okay,
Uh-huh.
on the list of this and this is different than 2.
Oh, that's slick.
Right. Okay, so I want, yeah, no, it's not working well, but it's okay. The next webinar will be about this, so I don't want to. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say I want CA, but this one, but I didn't select any jobs. So that means I want all jobs. Correct?
Yes.
Right? So it works. So I can do that. Yeah. Why? Because he said, okay, you ask for CA, and I can say I want CA and AK. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but I didn't have any job filters. So it shows me all of them. Right? Why is doing this? And I can do the opposite. I said I want only the commanders, but it doesn't care about the states. Okay, I want commanders, I want engineers, captains, right? And then if I ask those with CA, he does the second filter,
Mm-hmm.
So how you do this? You say, okay, you ask me for captain, engineers, and commanders, right? You ask me for those, and here you put 1. But remember, in this field here, I have the 1 on each records.
The 1 is always there. Okay.
It's always there. So this one say, okay, I found all the 1. So that means all of those, they all have 1.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much what is doing is this. I'm doing command find, perform find, and I'm going here and I say 1. That's what he's doing here.
Got it. Okay.
Right? But also, I said I want commander, engineers, and captain. So that's why the lieutenant goes away. Because you said, okay, it's like doing this. It's like doing this. Modify find. I want the 1,
Mm-hmm.
but I want commanders, new request, or I should have let's duplicate request. Duplicate.
It's like, can you duplicate requests?
yeah. Engineers and captain. That's what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He look for 1 and this new request. Perform find. So this is what he's doing. 3 engineers, 3 captain, 2 commanders. 3 engineers, 3 captain, 2 commanders. It's the same because here the 1, this field has 1 everywhere, right? And I can do the opposite. I can say all. I want all, and I want Alaska. Boom. In that case, he does the opposite. He say, okay, I found all the jobs because I have 1 here, 1 here, but only for the Alaska, which is this guy. You understand?
Yes. Canberra had a question related to this, but I think you just answered it. Canberra, would you consider your question answered, or do you still... He was asking, so how would you get all the records of CA and all the records of captain, lieutenant, regardless if they have CA or not?
Oh, you want separated filters?
I guess yes. Like, if
So you want a filter. So you want a filter that will cancel this, right? I mean, yeah, I know what you mean.
It won't jointly search for it. It'll be like all of California, all of Alaska, and then all of the...
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think I'm not sure I understood that. I want to show you something here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to show you something. Let's say you want here. I had a script to blank those. I have this, right?
Mhm.
I have the script to blank this, but this is not good at all. This is not,
Mhm.
because I want to be, I want to clear both without, without, I want, yeah, I can show you that another time, because it's past 7, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. I don't want to do everything in one, so no, I mean, it's no, because I have other webinar coming up, and I'm going to talk about that,
Yes.
right? So what is the next webinar?
What is the next webinar? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what is
grab
next?
the training schedule. I'm gonna boot you off your screen share. The next one is data picker. So
Yeah, that's data picker. Yeah. So this is an interesting one, because it's I'm going to use the substitute a lot, right? So
okay.
yeah. So I will use many of what we did on the last webinar and this one. So for the data picker.
Got it.
So
Awesome.
yeah, so that will be interesting. We have a little bit of PSOS. That's for 2 days, right? 1 day.
That is 1 day at the moment. I
1
can
day.
make
Okay.
it 2 days if you want me to do that.
No, it's okay. We can do 1 day.
Got it.
And then we start the 2 days a week, and then the 3 days.
Yeah, the week after that is the 27th and 28th. Yeah, so you got 2 days to do that next week. So
Okay. So, and then 3 days.
yes, and then 3 days. You have like one random one-off day at the very beginning of June.
Yeah.
But other than that, after that happens, then you get into 3 days. So
Okay. So
17.
yeah. So I will send you the description I have so far, and I will send to you the description for the relationship. The relationship, you have to buckle up, because it will be, you need to know about what you need to know about relationship. Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be advanced. Go watch all of Richard's beginning relationship videos a couple times, and then buckle your
Yeah. So we
That's
have a bunch of video about relationship. I strongly recommend you go there and watch them, because I'm a when I was working at FileMaker / Claris back in the day, I worked with Clay, and I worked with a guy who is not there anymore, named Chris Cream.
Mm-hmm.
And he pretty much Chris Cream invented this.
Ooh.
He invented this on FileMaker 7.
Oh,
So
so the P7 invention. Okay.
Yeah. So so that's why I work with the two. So Clay invented Draco, which is this.
Mm-hmm.
This. Okay.
Oh.
And Chris Cream invented this, right? So the relationship and everything. So in FileMaker 7, when we didn't have before, right? So I had the chance to work with them, and I know the relationship on FileMaker like nobody else. So no, it's true, because I work with them. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that'll be awesome. I'm excited for it. The advanced adventure will be fantastic.
Yes. So that, yeah, you need to buckle up. So okay, so see you next week then. I'm going to send you the file as is.
Please do. Everyone have a lovely day. We will catch you tomorrow, where I will probably have to restart the broadcast machine again, but hopefully not live this time. Have a good one, everybody. We will see you later. Bye.
No.